What's up, guys? Jerry Keys here, and I just want to give you guys a quick post-show recap. Kind of just talk about what happened at the show, how things played out, etc. So, as you guys know, it was pretty hard for me to make weight this time. Basically, my feedback from the last show from Junior USA's, which was in August 27th, was to come in bigger, bring in a bigger upper body, and then a little bit more size to the hamstrings, abductors, things like that. So that's obviously what me and Alex set out to do. That's what we did. But the thing was, when I made weight for the last show, I was 167 pounds. My weight cap is 170 at 5'5" 3/4, which is where they hided me at the last show. So with that being said, we actually managed to put on roughly 3 to 5 pounds of actual contractile tissue. So basically what that means, guys, is that's actual fiber. That's actual muscle tissue, muscle cells, different things like that. It's not just glycogen and water, but it's actually muscle that was built. So we built about 3 to 5 pounds of tissue, if you will. And, with me already being at the weight cap at that point, 170 or 167 at the time, that extra 3 to 5 pounds made it so that I just could not get below 170 no matter what. So that was a lot of stress going into the show. We're looking at, 2 and 1 day out. We were actually trying to weigh in early on that Thursday, but could not make the weight, couldn't do it on that Thursday. So came back on Friday. Actually went to get my height done on Friday, and they measured me at 5'6" actually. So the truth of the matter was I was 173 pounds at that point when I went into weigh in. I was going to make the weight at 5'5" 3/4, but they rehided me and they got me at 5'7" or 5'6", excuse me. So I guess maybe my hair grew or something like that, but we made it. You know what I'm saying? When I was happy, I took it, I ran with it. We just went on for the next step, carving up, getting some food back in my system. So by the time I was, filled out, had a little bit of fluids, had a little bit of food, and starting to get some carbs hitting my system, I was sitting around 179, 180. That was pretty much that weight all the way through the day of the show, 179, 180. So as you guys can see, I've already pretty much outgrown this weight cap. But with that being said, we did bring the improvements that they wanted. We did bring the bigger arms. We did bring the bigger upper chest. We did bring the bigger lower lats, the bigger hamstrings, bigger abductors, bigger everything. And pretty blindsided by the placing, to be completely honest with you, or at least by the call outs. I was really surprised that I didn't get first call outs. Not because of, I deserve to be here because of this, that, and third, but it's mostly because I just got fourth at a show that was in this city a few months ago. And, it's true. Different people show up at different shows and all that other stuff, but it would have made sense for me to at least get compared against them. I don't really see how you can judge a person, but that's the thing. I'm not a judge. I give them credit and respect. If they can do it without even comparing me side by side next to these people, then awesome. But at the same time, too, I think I did deserve that level of respect to be compared against these top guys, because I was walking into the show as one of the top guys myself. But with that being said, asked for feedback. And the feedback was pretty much just I need to come in with a bigger upper body again. So that's pretty much where we're at now, guys. We're over the weight cap and we need to come in bigger. So, and you guys saw my conditioning. A lot of people like to say, I couldn't make the weight cap, and, they're still looking like they're 3 and 4 weeks out, or 2 and 3 weeks out, or 1 week out even. We were actually the most shredded I've ever been in my life, and my glutes were fully striated. The lighting, and I don't want to talk bad about the show or anything like that, because I'm not doing that. That's not what I'm here for, not to talk about negativity. But everyone can see that lighting was horrible, and everybody agrees on that one. But it is what it is. I understand that it was hard to make the show happen. Any lighting's better than no lighting, I guess. So the truth of the matter is I'm happy that they were able to get some kind of lighting and a stage setup, despite the fact that lighting wasn't flattering to anybody, not just myself, but all the other competitors as well, too. Now, a lot of people are asking me what I'm going to do next. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm going to do next. I'm still just trying to regroup and figure it all out. It's not as simple as just saying, we're going to do the next show, or we're going to do, the show after, whatever the show's after next, because we're kind of in between two predicaments right now. One, a lot of people asked me if I was going to do, nationals next week or USA's in a few months or a month or so. To be completely honest with you, my fiance is ready to have her baby at any point now, ready to give birth to our daughter at any point now. So with that being said, it just wouldn't be a smart move to travel. You guys know me. You guys know how committed I am to this. I would go anywhere and do anything I had to do in order to make this dream happen. But I also care about my family, just as much as I care about my dream and my goals. So at the same time too, I'm ready to take a step back from competing for a little while and just focus on being a father, focus on figuring out, what all that entails, and just learning on how to be a father and a bodybuilder. So that's going to be a fun journey for me. I'm very excited for that. Very lucky and blessed to be able to say that I'm going to have that journey. So that's a positive, guys. I see that as a beautiful blessing. But with that being said, a lot of people ask me what's next. So that rules out the next two shows are going to be here. The Arnold Classic's obviously in March, if they have it, which I cross my fingers that they do, but if they may or may not because of the whole COVID situation. I might do the Arnold Classic. Maybe I'll do Classic one last time. So I can tell you guys this plan. So I talked with Alex today, and I will do Classic Physique for one more national show. Just to see if we can even do it at this point, just to see if we can even make the weight for it. After we put on a little bit more size, specifically on the back, and then just overall throughout the physique, continue to, bring a balanced physique. We will try to do one more national show in Classic Physique, and if I can't get it, if I'm not at the point where I need to be to turn pro at that point, then our only option is to move up to bodybuilding. So the next question is what weight class and what I be doing in bodybuilding. So we're speculating at this point, but we know that I'm too small, in Classic, upper body wise. So it wouldn't be smart to do middleweights, which would be the same class. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm 170, 175, middleweights is 175. The only logical thing to do would be to go up to light heavy. And light heavy would put me, I think you have to be under 185 for what light heavy. I'm not 100% sure. But it's a huge size difference. It's a huge size difference. I mean, a lot of people say take a year off, take a year off, take a year off, take a year off. I would take a year off to do light heavy because it is a massive, massive, massive size difference. But with that being said, we're going to give it one more shot, see what happens, and see if bodybuilding really is for me. I love it. I'm going to keep putting myself into it, but if it doesn't give back to me, I can't keep giving back to it. It's a give and take, it's an energy thing. Energy is transferred, can't be destroyed nor created, and I'm just trying to transfer this energy and go on to be a pro, go on to be a professional, do this as my career. But if it's going to be like this for me, then, clearly my energy is just not being spent the right way. So I'm not giving up, not quitting, not done yet, but just trying to figure this all out. Because, oh my God, guys, if I shut it down after Junior USA's, I would be a lot happier right now. I'd be a lot more stable financially, happy, mentally, a bunch of different things like that. We went into the show thinking at worst, we might do as good as we did the last one, and we did twice as bad. So it's going to take a lot of time to heal from this one, guys. But I appreciate you guys following the journey, and I will definitely keep you guys updated with what I do, my training, and try to give you guys as much value as I possibly can. And most importantly, guys, do not give up, guys. If you guys learn anything from this situation right here, it's you might give your all into something. You might put your soul into something. You might work so hard, harder than you ever imagined that you could even work, and you might still fail. But that doesn't mean that you give up then. I mean, you might have to redirect your energy, or you might have to just keep putting your energy into it. But whatever you got to do, you got to figure it out, and you got to keep doing it. So thank you guys very much for watching, and let's see what happens next, guys.